Yeah. It's a full-time job with no benefits. Too many ego, too many fits. Count money with a side of stress.
Hey, what up, y'all? It's your boy, Still Khalil. Back with another video. Today we got Todd Buggy Podcast talking about he tried to stick it in. Oh, wow. Tattoo artists are getting exposed for being overly freaked out here, man. That's the reason why I don't really work with a lot of people in the music industry, because I've had stories about that, man. Women talking about they was only trying to get a beat made and nigga trying to get something else made, you know what I'm saying? He trying to get the cake batter, you know, sticky, icky. It's like, you know what I mean? I know what I'm talking about. Anyway, once again, shout out to all the millionaires. That's what I call my twins and friends that are locked in. If you're not yet a millionaire, man, go and hit that like, share, and subscribe. Join the tribe. We on the ride to 1K. Let's slide. Shout out to Top Boogie, man.
So I put my shorts up on the side, but like I guess I didn't pull it up enough, so he wanted to roll them up, so like he rolled it into my underwear. So now it's like I have on like a swimsuit. That's my shorts were rolled all the way up. Hold on. Okay, so I already have this tattoo.
Have you ever seen a tattoo and you just thought to yourself, like, how comfortable were you with your tattoo artist? Like, that's on your upper thigh right there. Like, did you wash and lather before that? Like, you made sure wasn't no fish grease down there, you know? Or you was hoping he was a pescatarian? Cause my thing is, I feel like some of these tattoo artists really be freaked out. And even I get a little bit uncomfortable when somebody's all up on me for hours on end. So I can only imagine the experience that these ladies is having. But ladies, let me give you a telltale sign that this is a freak artist hiding behind a tattoo artist's name. If you go on his page and most of the pictures is like girls covering their nipples like this and the tattoo is right here, or it's a whole bunch of ass cheek with thigh tats. Like if it's a whole bunch of stuff like that, you don't see a lot of brothers getting tattoos on that page, you might want to exit, because he might be one of the freak off associates. He trying to recruit for a certain kind of tattoo. I've been seeing a lot of videos of women saying that their tattoo artist had tried to get some feels in. Because when you think about it, as a tattoo artist, you're seeing all type of body parts. People want tattoos underneath the breasts, they want tattoos on their chicas, they want tattoos everywhere. So tattoo artists is seeing all type of stuff. You may think to yourself, well, you know, they may be used to this. They're professional. I don't put nothing past nobody. Listen to this girl's story right here about how her tattoo artist got a little bit too hands-on. Check this out.
My name is Julia, and I'm going to be doing a story time on how I was SA'd by my tattoo artist. Okay, so for the record, I went by myself. I had a tattoo appointment in New Orleans. 3 o'clock yesterday. That's what time my appointment was for. He was a little late or whatever, but he had came like 30 minutes later or whatever. Mind you, I went to his house. He said he had another shop, but it was further than his house. I just went to the closest one, which was his house. Okay, mind you, this is not my first time going by myself to get a tattoo. This is my first time going to him. We followed each other on Instagram for a while, but I thought he was like a cool person or whatever. Like, he seemed like cool, you know, he seemed really cool. Okay, so I had on this brown two-piece set. Y'all know those Target two-piece sets or whatever. So it was shorts and a shirt. Mind you, the tattoo that I got is on my leg, but the area is only right here. I have work done up here, but he wasn't working on that. So, however, he ended up telling me like to pull up my shorts on the side. So I put my shorts up on the side, but like I guess I didn't pull it up enough, so he wanted to roll them up, so like he rolled it into my underwear. So now it's like I have on like a swimsuit. That's what my shorts are looking like on both sides, both legs. My shorts are rolled up. Okay, and so he put paper towels in like the creases of my shorts or whatever. So I'm thinking maybe he didn't want the ink to get on me or whatever. I'm not sure, because I do have a tattoo like on the back side. Okay, so I'm on the table, you know, the tattoo table, and the first red flag was he pulled the table down, like pulled it down to where like I'm almost on the floor, and he pulled his seat down, but his legs wasn't under the table, his legs was like leveled with the table. So it's like your knees are going to be on my back if you doing my tattoo, right? Okay, so as he's doing that or whatever, he's doing my tattoo, I'm kind of feeling uncomfortable. So I text my friend, I'm like, I think his private area is on my back or whatever, but I'm like, maybe I'm tripping. So a couple minutes go by, and then he started like using my other leg and like twisting, like pulling open my shorts, and like he would set his you know what right there. And so I would like scoot over. Mind you, I'm by myself, I'm in New Orleans, I'm in his house. If you know, then you know. Like, I don't know what to do at this point. So like, I want to text anybody, well, I don't want to call anybody and tell him to come get me, or you know, come, and I don't know what type of stage of mind he's in. Mind you pulling in, so it's no telling like what you're really capable of. So the whole time he's like steady doing that. Every time I scoot over, he'll pull me back or like literally grab me and turn me, and it's like I'm sitting on his lap. Like, I'm literally basically laying on his lap, and I'm like, I'm finna fall. He's like, no, you're fine. Da da da. I'm like, Okay, so like I'm just ready for it to be over. So I'm literally texting everybody. I didn't got on the phone. I'm calling everybody. I'm like, I'm trying to play it off like, yeah, I gotta go. And he's still not stopping. It's not phasing him, none whatsoever. And he's still opening up my pants, my shorts, and sticking his right there. And so this happened the whole time. I was there from 3 o'clock all the way up until 9, 10 o'clock, and he would not stop. And so around like 9 o'clock, I'm like, okay, I'm ready to go. I got work in the morning, this, that, and the third. So he's like, oh, well, let me just draw out what I'm gonna finish later. So that was a whole nother like 30 minutes. And I'm just like, you're not done yet, you know? Like, I'm just trying to get out of here safely without being, you know. So he wouldn't stop. He would not stop at all. And I just came on here to tell my story because I feel like he's done it to other people, because I don't know you from a can of paint. And you just did that. And then on top of that, he sent me my money back. That's how you know you're guilty of something. Like, I didn't say anything. I played it so cool. When I got in the car, I cried. Because I didn't know this had happened to somebody before. And it's like, why would you even like do anything like that? Like, that's so weird. He never gave off that vibe or anything. But it's like, you don't know nowadays. And that's why you literally, if you're going somewhere, guys, go with somebody. Don't be like me. Do not be like me. Like, seriously. It's like the whole time.
Nah, for like seriously, I would tell my daughters the same thing. If you going to go meet a dude, that's why I got a lot of friends who are like, well, I don't really have a lot of female friends now because they don't really listen to me until it's too late, and they get mad because they be like, I should have listened to him, but they don't say that. They just want to have disdain and hatred towards me because they knew I was right the whole time. But anyway, so I be saying shit like, don't go to the random ass movie theater in the middle of the night with some random dude you don't even know. You know what I'm saying? And they be like, you a hater because I ain't giving you none. And I be like, okay, whatever. Type shit. But this is what I mean, because niggas be out here on that type of time. Like, I know I'm not on that shit. My niggas ain't on that shit. But there are niggas that be on that shit. And, like, for me to say that it's not like that will be me helping them take advantage of more people, because I know that they exist and I'm going to pretend like they don't. So you can keep trapping my, like, you know what I'm saying? So I have to keep telling people that shit. And I want people to understand that. And I'm glad she's sharing her story. Other people like this share their story. I don't believe all women every time for everything, but certain times you have to take in consideration of what they're saying, listen to the story, get the facts, and you know, that's that on that. You know what I mean?
Really pulling open.
I can't wait for tonight. The kids are coming? Great. No, Uncle Todd is out.
This is my clothes. He's pulling it to the side and he's sticking his thing right there. And even like if he'll turn around and like get something off the table, he'll literally still have it in there. He'll be like this and keep it in there, and he'll just turn around like this. And I'm just like, I'm literally shaking on the table. Like, I'm so ready to go. I'm irritated. I'm scared for my life. I didn't know what to. And I feel like if I called the police, he was gonna kill me.
Stories like that are so scary. Like, as a dad and as a husband, like, it's just scary to hear stuff like that, that women even be in these predicaments. Now, there are some questions that I have about the story, because I'm just trying to picture, like, how exactly was he laying, like, was he laying down on you? Like, how did he have his thing over here, but he was, you know, dibbling and dabbling over here? Like, what was the positioning in the room? Because it sounds like in some way, somehow, he was laying down or really leaning over you. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm trying to picture that part. And also, when I first heard the story, I was thinking to myself, like, why didn't she move? Like, why didn't she yell? Why didn't she say, yo, what the hell are you doing? You know, make a scene. But a lot of people in the comments are saying stuff like this. People genuinely don't understand that freezing up in the moment, they'll ask, why not tell him to stop? But why is he doing that in the first place? And then the comment right below is that freeze up moment is serious. With any uncomfortable situation, what people think they'll do probably won't. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and try to speak from a woman's perspective, because I really don't know how it feels to be in that position. So I sympathize if that's what happened, that she froze up. Going through that for 6 hours had to be crazy, especially if you're sitting there frozen. But I think in that moment, you gotta text somebody like, yo, pull up, come get me, act like, call me and say it's an emergency or something. But ladies, please find a way out of there. But again, I can't sit here and tell you exactly what to do, because I am not a woman. But the young lady seen everybody's comments saying, well, why didn't you move? Why didn't you move? And here's what she had to say.
Okay, I'm coming here to do a part two because some of y'all just don't seem to understand. Okay, so for one, let's start there. I called the police. The police was called after I left. Okay? I called the police. I did a report. I gave my statement. She said she was going to get the statement from him and get back with me. I haven't heard nothing. Okay? I called the police. I didn't just not tell the police and tell y'all. I called the police. Let's start there. For two, y'all saying, oh, why you didn't just get up and leave, da-da-da-da, this, that, and the third. I'm 5'2". 128 pounds. I'm not finna fight this man. He's crazy enough to do this. There's no telling what he's capable of. Mind you, it's me, him, and his brother. His brother is somewhere in the house. So 2 men against.
I gotta stop real quick because I hear what she's saying, but I also want y'all to understand this. You got power. The reason why a lot of these niggas be doing this shit is because they know y'all probably not gonna fight back for this exact reason. Because you assume that they have the power to stop you. I'm gonna just tell you right now, baby. If it's a nigga that's trying to take you away from you, like, you know, get something from you that you didn't offer him, that's a weak man. 9 times out of 10, you can beat him. I'm just telling you right now. You know, and he might put up a good fight. He might talk a good game. He might look like he can slang. But I'm telling you, that's a weak man. All right? So take your chances. Don't just sit there and take it. If it come down to it, you got to do it, okay? I love y'all, man. I want to see y'all win.
I'm way in New Orleans. His house was an hour away from where I live. If I call anybody, I'm still in the inside of his house, so how am I going to get out safely and get on the outside wherever safety is at? For 3, everyone that's not understanding how I was laying on my side. I dropped a picture in the last video. I put it in the comments so you guys can see. My shorts were rolled all the way up. Hold on. Okay, so I already had this tattoo. This is the tattoo that I already had. I already had this fish tattoo. The only thing that he did was this flower and this flower right here and these waves. My shorts did not have to be all the way up like this as they were. When I asked him, you know, like, why did you have them up or whatever, it was, oh, he's just trying to see how the tattoo was going to flow. Okay, the whole time I kept feeling uncomfortable. I'm scooting over it, like, to get in the middle of the table. I'm pulling down my shorts, and he's constantly pulling them up into my drawers, rolling them up, and, like, saying he needs me in this position so he can do the tattoo. Once again, I told the police. I told them. I still haven't heard back from them, but I told them. I came on here to tell you guys the story because I feel like I needed to get the story out there because there's no way that he only did this to me. And, oh and behold, he did this to many other people, and nobody has ever said anything. I'm the only person that actually went to the police. I came here to tell my story. That's all. I didn't ask for y'all help. None of that. I came here to tell my story about the situation and raise awareness. That's it. That's all. Okay.
I think to prevent stuff like this is, ladies, do not go to no man's house that you've never been to his house. You don't really know him like that, even if it's for a tattoo. Yes, people are giving services, but at the same time, you have to understand that this is still a man and you are still a young girl, and he still has a brother there. And I know, yes, some people want to say, well, it shouldn't be like that. Well, that's just the world we live in. Stay safe. Either go to somebody's house that you know or go to an actual tattoo studio so you don't have to feel constricted and stuck. And another good rule of thumb is always have somebody on the phone with you if you're gonna go by yourself to do these kind of things, because sadly, there's really sick people out here. And me personally, as a husband, I wouldn't even let my woman get a tattoo that close to her ass cheeks. I don't care if it's a tattoo. I'm not letting no man get that close up on my girl's leg, let alone her going by herself. You can sit there and play professional, but at the end of the day, you're still exposing your body to a stranger, and you don't know what's on that person's mind. So y'all comment below. What do y'all think about the story? Y'all believe it? Have y'all been in that kind of situation? And what would you have done if you was her? Go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe button, turn on my post notifications. I'm probably going to be posting for like the next 4 days because I know I've been absent these last couple days because I had a lot to do with my property and stuff like that. So yeah,
we don't care about that. Anyway, shout out to all the Gleanaires. If you made it to the far in the end of the video, that's what you are. That's what I call my twins and the friends that's locked in. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, man. Like, share, and subscribe. Roll to 1K. You already know what the fuck going on, man. Every day we are here. We are here. We are here. Peace.